laughed at you. They dismissed you. They walked past you like you were nothing. You remember, don't you? The smirks, the whispers, the way they never even looked in your direction because in their eyes you were insignificant. You weren't a threat. You weren't even worth their time. And you felt it, didn't you? That slow burning humiliation crawling under your skin. That gut-wrenching realization that they never saw you as competition. That maybe, just maybe, you were exactly as small as they believed you to be. But let me ask you something. How long are you going to sit there drowning in that feeling? How long are you going to let their doubt define you? You see, they were comfortable underestimating you. It made them feel safe. They laughed because they didn't fear you. They ignored you because in their world you didn't exist. And maybe they were right. Maybe back then you weren't ready. Maybe you were weak. Maybe you were still standing in the shadows, waiting for someone to recognize you, waiting for permission to step forward. But now the choice is yours. You can stay forgotten, stay insignificant, keep giving them the satisfaction of knowing they were right. Or you can rise, you can make damn sure that the next time they see you, they choke on every doubt they ever had. Because the truth is, respect isn't given, it's taken. It's ripped from the hands of those who never wanted to give it to you in the first place. If they don't acknowledge you, you don't beg for recognition. You become so undeniable that they have no choice but to see you. You think greatness comes with an invitation. You think the world is just going to open its arms and welcome you in. And no, if you want your name to be remembered, you better be ready to carve it into the battlefield with your own blood and sweat. You better be ready to silence every single person who ever looked down on you. Not with words, not with begging, not with desperate attempts to prove yourself. No, you silence them with action, with dominance, with a level of discipline and ruthlessness they never saw coming. Let them talk, let them whisper, let them doubt you. But while they're busy laughing, you put in the work. You sharpen yourself into something unrecognizable. You become the force that they never saw coming. And when the day comes, the day you stand before them, no longer weak, no longer invisible, watch their expressions change. Watch the fear creep into their eyes. Because now they know they should have never underestimated you. Now, they can't ignore you. Now they see you. Now they feel your presence. But don't be fooled, this doesn't mean they respect you. No, respect isn't handed out like some worthless trophy. It's taken. It's seized with force. And right now you haven't taken a damn thing. Because the world doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care about your ambitions. It doesn't care about your feelings. You think just because you want it bad enough, you'll get it. You think because you put in a little effort, people will suddenly acknowledge you. Wake up. Nobody owes you recognition. Nobody is coming to crown you with success. You think the world plays fair. You think effort guarantees reward. That's not how this works. That's never been how this works. You are invisible until you make yourself impossible to ignore. And right now, you are still too weak. That's why they don't respect you. That's why they still look past you. Because deep down, they know they can still afford to. And if you don't change, they'll always be right. See, the problem isn't them. The problem isn't the people who doubted you. The problem is you. You've spent your life waiting for validation, hoping that one day, someone will recognize your worth. But that day never came, did it? Because the truth is, nobody is searching for you. You want to be acknowledged, then force them to see you. Rip that recognition out of their hands through relentless action. Make their doubt look foolish through unstoppable results. Right now, your name is just another whisper lost in the wind, a footnote in the background. If you want that to change, you have to become something else. You have to become undeniable. You see, power respects power. Strength bows to strength. The world doesn't care about what you feel, it cares about what you do. It rewards those who demand recognition through sheer force of will. So let me ask you, what have you done? What have you built? What have you created that demands respect? Because if you're still being ignored, it's because you haven't done enough. And that's the brutal, unforgiving truth. Nobody cares about your struggles. Nobody cares how hard your life has been. Nobody cares how many times you've been knocked down. All they care about is whether you get back up, whether you have the discipline, the drive, the fire to carve your own place into this world without permission. That's what separates the weak from the strong. The weak wait, the weak complain, the weak hope for fairness. But the strong take, the strong put in the work. The strong move with such ruthless purpose that the world has no choice but to make room for them. And that's your choice right now. Stay invisible. Keep hiding behind your excuses. Keep telling yourself that one day they'll notice you, or step forward and make them see you. No more waiting. No more hoping. No more excuses. The truth is simple: if they still underestimate you, it's because you let them. So what are you going to do about it? Enough talk. Enough thinking. Enough wishing things were different. Now comes the moment that separates the ones who stay weak from the ones who rise. Because right now you are at war. And the enemy, it's not them. It's not the ones who doubted you. It's not the ones who laughed. The enemy is you, your laziness, your hesitation, your addiction to comfort. That's what's been holding you back. That's what's been keeping you weak. Keeping you unnoticed, keeping you trapped in the cycle of frustration and failure. And the worst part, you've been allowing it. You've been the one making excuses. I'll start tomorrow. I don't have the right opportunity. I'm trying my best. No, you're not trying your best. If you were, you wouldn't still be in the same place. If you were, they wouldn't still be ignoring you. You have been lying to yourself. You've been living in a fantasy where effort equals results. But effort isn't enough. Effort without discipline is worthless. Effort without execution is nothing. You say you want to be great. Then prove it. Not with words, not with promises, with action. With ruthless, relentless, undeniable action. Because right now, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the weak version of yourself that refuses to die. That version of you, it needs to be destroyed. The version that sleeps in when they should be working. The version that hesitates when they should attack. The version that seeks comfort instead of hardship. That version of you is the reason they still doubt you. So what are you going to do? Keep living as half of what you could be. Keep giving in to weakness. Keep allowing them to be right about you. Or are you ready to burn the excuses? To kill the weakness? To become something that can never be ignored again? You think warriors are born? You think the strongest people in this world started out fearless? No, they were weak once too. But they made a choice. A choice to stop running. A choice to face themselves. A choice to fight their own demons and break their own chains. You have that same choice right now, but let me warn you, this path isn't for the fragile. It isn't for the ones who need a hand to hold. This path is pain. It is sacrifice. It is war. You will have to suffer. You will have to endure. You will have to push through when your body and mind scream at you to stop. Because that's the price of greatness. So tell me, are you ready to pay it? Because this is your breaking point. The moment where you either shatter under the weight of your own excuses or you break through and become something unstoppable. Choose. So what's it going to be? Are you going to break? Are you going to fold under the weight of your own excuses? Or are you finally going to rise? Because this is it. This is the moment where everything changes. This is where you stop being a victim of your own weakness and start becoming something else. Something stronger. Something relentless. But don't get it twisted, change isn't comfortable. It isn't convenient. It isn't something that happens when you feel like it. It happens when you force it. When you tear down every old version of yourself that kept you small. When you step into the fire and refuse to come out until you've been reforged in it. And if you think for 1 second that this is going to be easy, let me remind you, nothing about greatness is easy. Nothing about success is handed to you. The world doesn't care about your potential. It doesn't care about your dreams. It only cares about what you do. So do something. Right now, this very second, you have a choice. You can stay the same, live the same life, accept the same mediocrity, or you can step up and reject everything that's been holding you back. You say you're tired of being ignored, then make them see you. You say you're sick of being underestimated, then become someone they can't underestimate. Because the truth is, nobody remembers the ones who quit. Nobody respects the ones who fold. They only remember the ones who kept going when everyone else stopped. And that's who you have to become. A machine, a force, an unbreakable, unstoppable storm that doesn't care about fear, doubt, or pain. Pain. That's nothing. You eat pain. You thrive in pain. Because pain is the price of evolution. Pain is the fire that burns away weakness. Discomfort. That's your new home. You don't run from the hard things. You hunt them down. You chase the struggle. You embrace the suffering because you can know it's forging you into something stronger. Fear. You don't let it control you. You don't let it whisper in your ear telling you to turn back. You face it. You walk straight through it. You use it as fuel. Because here's the truth, fear is nothing but a wall. And the weak let that wall stop them. The strong break through it. And that's what you are now. Not weak, not hesitant, not the person they laughed at, doubted, ignored. That version of you is dead. Now you are something else. Something unshakable. Something undeniable. Now you are a force. So what's stopping you? Nothing. What's holding you back? Nothing. The world may have underestimated you before. They may have looked past you, ignored you, doubted you, but they will never do that again. Because now you refuse to let them. Now you refuse to be anything less than great. You feel that? That fire in your chest? That hunger in your gut? That's not motivation. That's not some passing moment of inspiration. That is power. That is the force inside you that has been suffocated for too long, waiting, screaming to be unleashed. And now, there is no stopping it. Because this is who you are now. No more hesitation. No more waiting for permission. No more living like a shadow in your own life. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not a victim. You are a weapon. Forged in the fire of your struggles. Sharpened by every doubt. Every failure, every moment they said you weren't enough. And now you are unstoppable. They wanted to break you. Let them watch as you rise. They wanted to see you fail. Let them choke on their own doubts as you prove them wrong. Because you will not stop. You will not slow down. You will not fold, break, or hesitate. Not today, not ever. The world will try to test you. It will throw obstacles in your way. Pain, setbacks, disappointments, they will come. That's a guarantee. But now you don't fear them. Now you welcome them. Because you can, the harder the battle, the stronger you become. Every challenge, fuel. Every setback, a lesson. Every failure, a new foundation to build on. And every time they doubt you. Every time they underestimate you. Every time they try to dismiss you, it only feeds the fire. They won't see it coming. They won't understand what happened. Because the person they thought they knew is gone. The weak, hesitant, excuse-making version of you. Dead. Now there is only the force. A relentless, unshakable machine that doesn't stop, doesn't quit, doesn't break. A warrior who doesn't ask for an easier path, but sharpens their blade and marches into battle, ready for war. And here's the truth, the world respects only one thing: results. Not words, not dreams, not half-hearted effort. Results. You want respect. Earn it. You want success. Take it. You want to be unstoppable. Then be unstoppable. This is your new reality. This is your new identity. You don't flinch. You don't retreat. You don't beg. You attack. You dominate. You destroy every obstacle in your path, because now there is no plan B. There is no safety net. There is no other option. You either rise or you stay forgotten. And you refuse to be forgotten. You refuse to be another name lost in the wind, another bin, another wasted potential. You refuse to be ignored, doubted, underestimated ever again. From this moment forward, you are the storm. You are the force that shakes the ground when you walk. They will know your name. They will remember your presence. Because from this moment on, you are unstoppable. No more talking. No more waiting. No more hoping things will change. This is it. This is the line in the sand. You have a choice right now. Either step up and take what's yours or stay exactly where you are and rot. Because let's be real, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody cares about your potential. Nobody is going to hand you respect, success, or power. You take it. You earn it. You rip it out of life's hands with your own blood, sweat, and discipline. And if you're still waiting, if you're still hesitating, still searching for some sign, some perfect moment, let me make it clear. This is your moment. This is your time to break every chain, to kill every excuse, to destroy every last ounce of weakness inside you. Because if you don't, you will stay invisible. You will stay ignored. You will stay exactly where you've always been, watching others rise while you make the same tired excuses. But that's not who you are anymore. You are done being overlooked, done being forgotten, done being underestimated. The ones who laughed at you, they won't be laughing for long. The ones who doubted you, they will learn your name. The ones who ignored you, they will have no choice but to watch as you carve your name into history. Because you refuse to be anything less than great. No more options. No more alternatives. You rise or you stay weak, you dominate or you disappear. You fight or you fade. Decide, right here, right now. Because the time for waiting is over. The war has begun. And you are the war.